Hello everyone, welcome back with me, Faye. And in this particular video, we're gonna talk about function. First, we need to learn the course, and after that, we're gonna exercise it a little bit. And I think the best way for you to understand about function is to look for the purpose of the function from a code point of view. So, in assumption that you already know about algorithm and programming one, you know what this code wants to do. Okay, so all of things you write, your code, your algorithm, everything in one place, in one program called main program here. Okay, so by just seeing this, you can understand it, but this is just a simple code. Imagine a complex code with so many features, so many functions, so many things you need to do in one program. uh, you cannot understand it by just seeing it. Okay, so this is the example of what you do on algorithm and programming one. You write the dictionary, and after that you have your algorithm. Everything inside here is in one place. So I call it a scrapey code. It's not a clean code. What's this, and what does this do, and what's this? What is this? Nobody understand it if you give this code. Okay, let's assume that nobody will understand if you didn't write clean. Okay, if you did not do clean code. So what function do? Function, and later we're going to talk about procedures. The functions and procedure do a thing to make your code more clean. Okay, so people can understand what this code does easier. Okay, so function, we're gonna talk about the technical about function here. This is how you create a function. Okay, first you need a function in the first line, function name, and follow up by parameters, return type. Okay, that is the template that you will do writing when you writing a function. Okay, so uh, okay. So this is your template. You have dictionary, same as a program, but it's just changing the function, and you got a function name, you get a parameters, a return type, and at the end you didn't say like end program. Okay, you say end function. That's what you do. And function always return something. Okay, so this is your template. You will always return something in function. Okay, we're gonna learn about another function called procedure next time that doesn't return anything. Okay, so this is your template, and this is your example starting from line 14 to 23. You can see I made a function add. Okay, x, y. This focus on the line 14. X, y is the variables you have in your parameters. Okay, and this is your variables data types, and after that return type. Okay, and dictionary, we have result to assign the value of x plus y in algorithm, and what we return is the result, is the final value that this function do, which is x plus y. That's what we want to do in this function. So this function called add function have two parameters that called x and y, and the data types of the parameters is integer. Okay, and this function return a value x plus y that is a value of integer here. Okay, that's for the basic of the function. So what is the implementation? So I was trying to see the comparison between the scrapy code and the neat code. Okay, this is what I call scrapy code. When you just put everything in your program, in your main program, this is scrapy code in my opinion. And what you do, in your neat code, in your clean code, this is what you do. By seeing just the main, we know that you were inputting something. You do a power xy, which is x power y, and multiplication mult, and you checking is same for power file and mult file. Okay, so we get the big picture of this code, what it wants to do in this code. Okay, and I think this is more clean, and I can understand when people give me this code and I will read it just saying the function's name is same. I can understand this code, okay? So, but from this scrappy code, you make it to become a small function that do its own job, so people doesn't need to know what's the function does or maybe thinking more about what the function is. They just use it like this. So power xy mult xy. So and you can use this function. This is a function called power mult and is same. You can use this function again and again and again. You didn't need to write it all over again. Okay. So let's see about the function. This is the function. Okay. We have three function, which is we say in we see it in our main program. This is our three functions. First, we have function power. You have x and y. Focus on the line 24. We have parameters x and y. That's integer. It's returning integer. Okay. So and it has two local variables, which is this is what I want to explain to you. These variables var result e I, x, and y, it's all local variables for power function. Okay, so if I have result in power and I have result in mult function, it's not the same variable. Okay, it's not the same variable. In your computer, it's stored in a different memory. Okay, that's what I mean by the local variables. If you set this one, this result here still x times y, okay, like that. So we just make this power function to calculate our power x power y and this mult for x times y and is same is checking two value, which is x and y. Is it same or not? Okay, so that's the big picture of the function that we have, and this is the template you will get. And let's see. Now we read the main. First, we have variable declaration from line 6 to 8. And after that, in line 10, we need input from user, with which is we use fmt.scan, which is a function. Scan is a function, or maybe we can call it a procedure because it doesn't return anything. But that's one of the example of function procedure. After that, we have power file to assigned with power function from x and y. And after that, we have multiplication x and y. And after that, we check if the power file and mul file is the same. If it's same, then then x power y is the same as x times y. Okay, what does this code do? Let's just run it for clarification. Okay, go run functions. Okay. So if I have number 1 and x is 1, y is 1, it will be the same, of course. Okay. That's what will it do. So 1 power 1 is the same as 1 times 1. Okay. If I have 2 and 1, 2 power 1 is the same as 2 times 1. But if I have 2 and 2, oh, it's still the same. If I have 2 and 3, it will be different. Okay, 2 power 3 is not the same as 2 times 3. That's what this program do, okay? And for the course of function, that's all. I think that's the thing you need to know. And this is for the pseudocode I made for you. It's the same as the Golang code, but just for something that you need to do in your pseudocode, okay? I think you're already familiar with this. And what's important here is probably just the parameters like this, and the return value, you need this for the return value. It's not just Boolean or the return value. You need this arrow, right? Arrow there, okay? And I think that's for the pseudocode you guys need to know. And that's all for function course. Next, we will see in functions exercises. Thank you.